All of which means that first up is our winner from Millbrook Academy, Scarlet Atherton. Now, although oddly, she'd be last if we were doing it alphabetically by first name. Now, as well as being an anagram of that electron star and the loner attracts, Scarlet Atherton is, she says, an adrenaline junkie who loves roller coasters, so that should kind of help her cope with some ups and downs in the next few minutes. Scarlet eventually wants to be a scientist or a medic, maybe a vet curing cancer, she's not sure yet. And her 3 words for herself are confident, funny, and adventurous, all of which are very useful when you're going first. So a big adrenaline shot of applause, please, for our first FameLab finalist, Scarlet Atherton.
What would you do if a zombie burst through the door and tried to eat you, and you, and you? Now, you're probably thinking that that's absolutely impossible, or she's a little bit crazy, but what would you do if I told you it wasn't so impossible after all? Hypothetically, if a zombie apocalypse was to happen, here's the 3 ways I think it would. Brain parasites. These parasites that turn into mindless zombie-like slaves are fairly common in nature. There's one parasite called Toxoplasmosis gondii. Toxoplasmosis is capable of infecting all warm-blooded animals, such as ourselves. Toxoplasmosis generally produces no symptoms in healthy human adults. However, HIV/AIDS patients and others with weaker immune systems, if contract disease, can be fatal. But how does this suggest zombie-like symptoms? Well, a number of studies have shown that subtle behavioural or personality changes may occur once infected. Even though this doesn't mean once infected you're going to go around eating others, it does show there are changes in the mind once infected. Another way a zombie apocalypse could happen is through neurogenesis. When we die, our brains begin to decay from the outside in. Now, the outer layers of the brain consist of memories, emotions, and logic, whilst the inner layers of our brain contain the parts that keep us alive, like breathing, walking, and eating. Imagine this. What if the only part of our brain that decayed was the outer layers? This means someone's able to breathe, walk, and eat without having any human-like emotions. Sound familiar? My third proposal on how a zombie apocalypse could happen is through Ophiocordyceps. Ophiocordyceps is a gene of parasitic fungus which takes over the body. It then causes a precipitant to destruct itself and takes over the brain. Even though the study has only been shown to work on insects, the fungi could become strong enough to affect you or me. In conclusion, you've got to wonder, is a zombie apocalypse really a possibility? You may be protesting that technically these people don't fit the dictionary definition of zombies, but I can assure you that it is scientifically possible. I ask you this, are you prepared? Thank you.
Well, you've got me for this one. I like this. I actually read on the train this morning, not knowing you were doing this. There's a paper out today. I know I shouldn't mention other research, but you'll like this. Mm-hmm. There's a guy who thinks that road rage is all induced through contamination.
Really?
I think cat owners, especially in the UK, are more likely to be road ragey. So, I knew people who own cats were dodgy. I really liked that talk. It was really good fun. And you were very passionate about it. And like I said at the start, it's a complicated topic. There was lots of complicated content in there, complicated things like cordyceps, and you did it really well. You did it in a fun, engaging way, and you ironically brought it to life.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to sit in there and point out that you've only got 3 minutes for questions. We haven't had a question yet, judges.
That's my feedback.
So you hear a lot in the press about bacteria being resistant to antibacterials, like antibiotics.
Yeah.
Say if this did happen to me, could we treat it, do you think?
Well, I think with the technology that we have at the moment, I think we probably wouldn't be stupid enough to let it kind of spread. So there must be some sort, they surely should be able to get some sort of cure or some sort, I think.
Okay. Well, that gives me some hope.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Don't worry, not yet.
Where does your passion for zombies come from?
Oh, I always have this discussion with my sister, and we always have this argument about if it could happen or not, and I kind of just wanted to see what other people's opinions were on it. Yeah.
It's captivating. Well
Yeah.
done. Thank you.
One more?
Maybe two more.
Right, do you think generally it is a threat? Do you think it's something that, as you want to go into in a future where we said earlier, into medicine or science, is it something that it's fun doing at FameLab, or is it a real consideration where we've got global transport issues, where we can suddenly transport things like Zika virus around the world? Is this a threat to humanity right now, in your mind?
Not right now, because at the moment I've only ever seen it happen for insects, but I think the fungi could definitely, like for Ophiocordyceps, definitely become strong enough, but not at the moment, hopefully, anyway.
Okay, the zombie apocalypse is coming, but maybe not just yet. Can we please thank zombie queen Scarlet Atherton?